How's it going, nerds? Good to see you. Welcome back to Transport Fever 2. I hope you're having a good one because I am excited to be back. I've got some ideas today. Well, I say ideas in the plural. I mean one big idea. And it involves a line that we set up a really long time ago. I say really long time ago. I don't know when it was, but it feels like a long time ago. I feel like I've put a lot of time into this series so far, and I feel like I'm still just getting started, and I'm still having fun with it, so it's kind of good news all around. But a long time ago, in a part of the map not so far away, we built a train line that goes south of Stow-in-the-Wold, down to Thatcham, down to Moretonhampstead, down to South Shields, and down to Ashton-under-Lyne. Now, some of the towns on that train line have some things in common. Obviously, they have the fact that they all have train stations and the fact that a lot of them aren't serviced by trains. But what I'm getting at specifically is Ashton wants goods. Moretonhampstead wants goods. And Thatcham wants goods. Now, it just so happens that somewhat recently we went ahead and built a train line that comes out here and brings an absolute trainload of plastic to this factory, which actually is probably on track to upgrading at some point in the not too distant future. But it brings out a bunch of plastic, which means we have a bunch of goods being made, which means that we could probably start shifting some of those down towards those three towns, which means the towns will get some growth, which means people, which means we can bring passenger lines back to those towns. So it's a win on all fronts. We get more cargo lines, or one more cargo line, and we get to expand a passenger train line. So that's good. That's basically what I'm going to try and do, because let's be honest, we have a lot of goods. We have 295 goods sitting around, and we have two trains that can each carry 120 each. So safe to say that for one, we could probably go ahead and get another train on this line, and I'm absolutely going to do that. Although I could just expand the trains themselves, but I'd rather do it that way. I'd rather have another train than go ahead and make them any longer, at least for now. We might make them longer as well, but for now we'll just have a third train. But that's, that's not what we're focusing on. What I want to do is get this all set up. So the way it's essentially going to work is the trains are going to come along here, and they're going to have to go left. So we get ourselves some tracks. We go from about here, and we want to go to, honestly, about there. I think it's probably a pretty good spot. And that's actually going to let us keep some speed going around there too. Not a lot, honestly. And actually looking at it, I'd rather make that a bit of a wider turn so we can keep some speed. So something like that. Yeah, that's better. So that actually lets us keep some speed going through there, which is perfect. So we'll go ahead and approve that. And then what we need to do is go to here and do exactly the same thing going to right about there. So that's going to let us keep some speed going through there. And that is a very good thing. Now, I guess what we do is we get some signals. We're going to put a signal right about there. We're going to put a signal right about there. So that way the trains aren't going to be, ramming into each other. We can do a signal. Oh, that's the wrong way for that one. We get rid of you. We'll put a signal right about there, and we'll go for about there and there as well. And I guess we would probably also want one to be in that spot too. Just again, so trains aren't ramming into each other, and that should be fine. That's honestly more than enough signals for that entire thing. So that's how the trains are going to get down here. But then we have to deal with the likes of Thatcham not actually having any connections to its cargo platforms. So I think what we'll do is we'll just bring a section of track straight out of here. And we'll take it over, maybe not all that steep. Maybe we'll kind of bring it over like this up to about that spot, so that the tracks are going to be, going something like that. This guy, honestly, I'm going to do similar. I want the trains to run at a relatively good speed, so that kind of works. And then in terms of merging, I mean, obviously they have to slow down for this part, but that's fine. And I think this will be fine as well. So that's how they're going to get in and out of Thatcham. Although they're only going to be stopping on the way down. So they're probably going to use this track over here when they're coming back up. But I guess that's fine. And then on this side, we're just going to go over what we've already built. I'm pretty sure... Wait, where was that supposed to go? Because Thatcham was supposed to be a hub, right? So this line is supposed to go down, I guess, towards Whitby. We might do that as well. We might want to do that because we want to bring food down to Whitby. We want to bring food down to Tenterden, food down to Redruth. Actually, everywhere down here, these 5 towns want food. And then, I guess, Yateley wants goods. Wait, Yateley wants goods. Oh, man. Winchester. Oh, wow. Am I not bringing goods down here? No, I'm not. Oh, man. Oh, we need to be, and we can as well. We could totally do that. Bring a train sort of out of here, kind of loop it around, and then take it down towards Winchester and oh my god, we can do so much with goods right now. I'm kind of excited about this. That might not be something we get to doing today, but I'm kind of keen to get it done. I'm just keen to honestly just upgrade a lot of this, just get a lot of stuff going. I think it's gonna be kind of cool. Now, I can't do that, annoyingly, so we're going to have to do this slightly differently. You're going to have to go to... How far can I go with this? Can I go to there? I can. Can I go to there? I can. I can go to there as well, but let's just go to about there, and that'll be fine. That'll let us keep some speed. And from here, we can kind of do the same thing, go into about that spot, and that looks okay. A little messy, but okay. And we'll just get everything connected down here. Is what we'll do. And while we're doing this, I guess it's been a little bit, I feel, since I've done any, what do we call it? Sort of one-man podcasty type stuff. It's what I used to call a lot of the rants and rambles that I would go on in City Skylines videos, and it's still what I call those. You know, we're still playing City Skylines on the channel, of course. This isn't City Skylines, just in case you were at all confused. It isn't. It's Transport Fever 2. Just so you know. But it does feel like a minute since I've gone on a bit of a ramble. Now, let me tell you something. I recently started a diet. And by recently, I mean today. It's that I mean, when this video goes out, no, it'll be, I think, a couple of weeks, honestly. Because, man, let me tell you, there's a lot of Transport Fever that I've been recording. I am looking at feedback. The videos have started going out as of this recording, and I am looking at some feedback, but it's feedback on, like, way early episodes, and the problem is I do address all of the concerns. It's just that it doesn't get addressed for a little bit because the videos were recorded like a month ago. So just in case you were curious about that's a thing. But yeah, I've started a diet, and it's an interesting one because I can eat whatever I want, basically. I can eat absolutely whatever I want as a part of this diet. And you might be thinking to yourself, hold on a minute, bud, how does that work? Basically, I just limit calories. Limit calories and walk a lot. And that's essentially the entire diet. It's a little rough because I'm currently limiting my daily intake of calories to about 1,200. Which is pretty low. It's about as low as you can go that's not gonna do harm to you. And I might increase it because I'm not in any rush to lose weight. So it's not like I'm, you know, kind of losing weight for something. It's just because I want to. It's not like I have a deadline. So I might increase the limit to like 1,400, 1,500, something like that. But I don't want to allow myself, at least initially, I don't want to give myself that wiggle room. I don't want to like immediately be like, oh, you know what, 1,200 is too difficult. I'm going to increase it to 1,400 or 1,500 because I want, you know, I want something else to eat. For at least this first week, I'm going to be sticking to the 1,200. And it's going to be tough, man. It really is. I'm already kind of not struggling. Like, it's day one, so to say that I'm struggling would be a little dramatic. But I'm keeping a note of everything, and that's how I know I'm serious about this. I have a spreadsheet, and let me tell you something. I love a good spreadsheet. I really do. But I have a spreadsheet. I'm keeping track of everything. And, you know, my breakfast was like 300 and something calories. I skipped lunch, and then dinner was like 600, or like 650, or breakfast was like 650, or 350, sorry. So I'm at like 1,000 on 2 meals, and then I had like, because the whole point, again, is you can eat whatever you want. So I had a little can of an energy drink that I won't name because they don't pay me. And that brought it up to like 1,000 and like 30 roughly. So what that does is puts me in a situation where I'm like, hey, I can have another 170 calories today. And that's interesting. Kind of realizing that I can have another 170 calories today to stay within my 1,200 limit. Because 170 calories is not a lot. It's really not. Like a square of chocolate. So I had oats for breakfast, and I wanted like something kind of sweet in them, and I didn't want to just dump sugar into them. So I broke off like a square of chocolate on this bar that has like 10 squares on it, and it's like a 100-gram bar. And in a 100-gram bar, it has like 460 calories. So, you know, divide it up by 10, it's 46 per square. And it's just like, counting everything is fascinating. It's really, really fascinating, but it's also really frustrating because you have to measure everything. You know, every little thing gets measured, and it's a pain. Like, you're standing there making dinner, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna have like this. Oh, wait, no, I need to measure it, and then I need to go to Google, and I need to calculate how many calories is gonna be in that, and then I need to work out how much of that I can have, but then do I want to have too much of it, because then I won't be able to have something for, like, supper. It's rough, man. It's really rough. But it's gonna be worth it, because last year, in 2020, I did a lot of walking. There were days I was doing like 3 hours of walking or jogging or whatever, and I was losing weight so quickly, and I was eating like a slob. I was ordering pizzas, I was having McDonald's, I was having all of it, and I was still losing weight because I was walking so much. I really like walking, especially, you know, give me some headphones, let me listen to some music, I'll get in the zone, I will walk an easy 4 to 6 miles and not really be worried about it. It might take me 3 hours to do it, but I'm just going at my own pace, and that's the point. So this diet that I'm doing is supposed to be coupled with 10,000 steps a day. I haven't done my steps today, but I'm probably going to do them after this video, basically. Now, let's talk real quickly about what I've just done. I've got the line set up, and this is going to be the cargo train. It is going to be the Southwestern goods delivery. And then we need to set up a couple of other things before we get everything going on this. Because at the moment, it turns out that Ashton over here will actually be totally fine with goods. They'll get delivered straight into the town out of the station. But Morton Hampstead will not. It has goods down here, so we need to put a stop. And then Thatcham is the same. Goods need to come down here. So we'll do a stop there, and we'll just go ahead and set up some stations as well. And what I'm thinking I might do with the station is I'm just going to keep the 2 platforms. Not because I think I need them, but because, you know, if I happen to need another platform, it means I have it, you know? So that's kind of going to work out. And I'm going to put it there. Even though it gets rid of buildings, it can just live right about there. And for Morton Hampstead, I reckon we'll do right down about here, actually, right down at the end of the road from the station is pretty good for one of these guys. And that's just going to loop over to there and back, and it'll be beautiful. So let's set up those lines as well from here to about there, and that looks good to me. So you are going to be changing color to that. You are going to be road cargo. And I think we abbreviate this to Morton bricks. No, not bricks. Sorry, goods delivery. So that's that one done. And then Thatcham is going to get its first line, which is lovely. And I think we'll keep it that purple color. I think we're using it. Yeah, we're using it for, well, we're using it for a couple of things. Road passengers and Winchcombe. Maybe we won't use the purple then. So what is this? Road cargo. It's Thatcham goods delivery. And that is fine. So where are we looking for road cargo Thatcham goods delivery? Right there. Let's make you that kind of dark blue color. Looks pretty good. Okay. So now we need some vehicles. We're going to need a train and a bunch of wagons. Not wagons. It's 1909. We need these guys. Give me like 5 of each. So 5 for Morton Hampstead, which is going to be right there. And then 5 of them for Thatcham as well, which is going to be right down. Oh, South Shields has that same blue color. Right about there. So that'll be fine. So that's the road vehicles heading out and doing their thing. Now all we need to do is set up the train line. So if I go to cargo trains up at the top here, we want to go and say you are going to be loading up exclusively on goods, and then you're going to be unloading goods at the rest of the stops. So there we go. That will spread them out kind of nicely. We need a train, and then we are good to go. So let's go up to Tadcaster. Let me grab myself the station. Let me grab myself a train. We're going to go for the A35 in that nice blue color, which looks pretty good actually. And then the wagons are just going to be boxcars, which honestly in blue are probably going to look pretty terrible. So let me do them in, I don't know, to be honest. We could do light blue. It's probably going to look pretty bad as well. We could do this color, which is probably going to look pretty bad. It doesn't really matter what color they are. We'll just do blue so I can see it. And I'm thinking I'm going to go for a capacity immediately of about 200. So 13 million on the train will immediately get you in the Southwestern goods delivery line. And we'll see how it goes. We will see how it plays out. We'll see if it ends up being profitable or not. It should manage, right? It should manage to be fine. Because we have, oh my god, we have a lot of goods wanting to get over to Great Yarmouth. Let me, we have 15 vehicles doing that. Let me duplicate that. Let me go out to 30 vehicles moving the goods over to the station, and let me expand this so that we're not losing goods either. We'll just make this thing as long as it can be so that across the board, we're not losing anything. Have you upgraded? No. That's a little frustrating. I would like you to. You need more plastic as well. So why is plastic taking forever? Why does it feel like we're not moving as much plastic as we should be? Where are my trains? So what are you doing? You are moving 80 plastic to the south. What are you doing? You're moving people. It's an old looking, miserable looking train, isn't it? Where's my other one? So we come up here. Where's my other train? You are moving people. Not that many, but you're moving people. And then here. So this is where my... okay. Are you full? Yes. We have almost got enough to fill 2 more trains back here. So I'll tell you what we'll do. Let me manage the vehicles in this line. Let me modify. I don't know that I want a 3rd train. I don't know that we need it. But I think we could get away with taking these from 80 capacity up to like 160 and like 160. So I think that would be fine. 7.4 million to modify those. They can do their thing, and that's hopefully going to mean that plastic production, or sorry, goods production just really picks up. Not that it's bad. It just absolutely could be better, and I want it to be better. So hopefully we see it be a little bit better. Oh, and that reminds me, I almost forgot that Winchester and Yateley both happen to want goods as well. We really might want to move them down here. We really might. And also right here. Now this is something interesting because obviously we have food production way up in the northwest, but what if I was to take, say, these coffee berries, turn them into coffee beans up here, and then bring them down here for food production, and then use that to supply all of these towns with food? It probably wouldn't be the worst thing to do. I am wondering though, I mean, could I produce coffee berries somewhere else a little bit easier and then load, or sorry, the beans somewhere a little bit easier and load those onto a train. Now this, now this is interesting. What if we set up a station here to load up with coffee berries? That train brings them over. Oh, this is already set up to do it. That train, that's a relatively short distance for a train as well, but it brings them down to here. Hold on, can I use the same train to do that? And then, so basically the beans come down to here. Can I, we need to do some experimenting. So let me go back to Tadcaster and let me grab you. Look at vehicles, cargo. So you can move the berries, you can move the beans, and you can move the food. Now that's interesting. That's very interesting because that means the same train could start here, go down to here, and then go down to here, then pick up food and, you know, distribute it to wherever it needs to go. That's exciting. But also potentially, I want to be careful and not totally overdo it with train lines, you know? That's what I'm trying to avoid right now. So before I get into all of that, before I get a little bit carried away, let's just go ahead and do the section of track that's going to bring goods from Great Yarmouth down to Winchester and Yateley. So we're going to go from here, and we're just going to loop it over something like that, I think. Should be fine. Relatively, it's actually quite a fast line as well, so that's perfect. So that's going to loop that way. And then we'll grab from about here, and we're going to do exactly the same thing going to about there. I've also, wait a minute. We've got electricity on these lines. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. That means I'm going to need to upgrade all of my train lines. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm not looking forward to that. They're not even high speed right now, but the electric trains, if I remember right, are so much faster. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That's going to be rough. That is 100% going to be kind of rough having to, this is also why I don't want to, you know, upgrade or put too many train lines, because we end up in situations like this where we end up with, you know, everything to upgrade. So, oh, it's going to be kind of hellish, but I'll manage. Now, I'm having a think. I think we can get away with a single track here because we're not bringing anything back right now. So a single section of track and just the platform should let me bring a train sort of down through here, and that'll be okay. And then as far as Littlehampton goes, we go straight through. As far as Yateley goes, we want to, I guess, do something similar. So we want to go ahead and put some tracks on this side, and we go ahead and put a platform on that side as well. So just the one coming in, the one going out, because we're only bringing a single product down here for now. We can change it later on, and that's something that I'm trying to remember. And I feel like every other video is me talking about how there's some habit that I need to break. This is absolutely no exception. This is it. Wait a minute. Tracks. Can I not automatically parallel these guys? Oh, I'm upgrading. That's why. I feel like every other video is me talking about some habit that I need to break. But this, yeah, it's no exception. What was I going to say? It slipped my mind because the upgrade thing. Yeah, the habit that I need to break is this idea that I can't modify things later on, right? Sounds weird. It sounds like a weird, like, habit to break, right? But the point is, like, in 2 Point Hospital, you know, I build a lot of things and then I never want to demolish them or move them or do anything like that. When realistically, that's exactly what I need to do in that kind of game a lot of the time is, you know, build something, get it going good for a while, but then remember that later on, I'm absolutely going to want to tear it apart and rebuild it. And I guess that's kind of the point of this game in a lot of ways with like upgrading stuff is eventually you do get to that point where it's like, yeah, you have to tear apart everything that you've built that you adore and do it again. It's just, it's a little hellish. It is a little bit hellish to do it sometimes, especially in a game like this, because you do end up in that situation where you're like, man, it took me forever to build this. It took me a really, really long time. And now I have to tear it apart. It's rough. It is a bit rough, but I see that day coming with this game. I'm not gonna lie. I absolutely do, but we'll not stress about it for now. Now we need to get more tracks, and we might actually want to get more platforms too. I'm thinking we're gonna split this. I think it's gonna be the best thing to do, so we don't have trains kind of fighting for the same section of track and the same platform. So basically, we'll bulldoze you because we don't need you. But basically what we do is we'll have this guy sort of coming over, I guess, to about there, and then to about there, and we'll just have it sort of come around. I don't know how well this is necessarily going to work though, because that guy crosses over at that spot. I think we need to take these guys back actually. So you need to come back a bit. You need to come back a bit. You can come back a little bit as well. And I guess what we're doing here is kind of cutting across relatively sharp, bringing you down. We're going to take you straight over like this. We are going to take you straight over like this. And basically, yeah, okay, I can see what we need to do here. Basically, you're going to have a crossover at that spot. And essentially, we're going to move the platform that the cargo thing's using. So you're going to use Terminal 2, which I think you still work, right? If I look at the lines, yeah. So that works just fine. So we need to get some signals. We need one about there. And we're going to need one about there. And then we're probably going to want one, say, here, one about there, and about there as well. So that'll be fine. That's going to let it come in. It's going to use the left section, which is fine, and it doesn't need to continue through. And on this side, we're going to bring this guy out to about that spot. And then we're going to have him go to about there. And we're going to have this guy sort of cross over like that. And that'll be okay. We're just going to need some signals. So you go there. You're going... Oh boy, where are you going? Roughly there. So that should be fine. That's going to let it get into this space as well. Now, I've had the game paused that entire time. That was stupid. Although we are sitting at 238 million, so I could probably afford to, you know, not make money for a minute. But whatever. Let's get this thing set up and let's get this going. So this is going to be the southeastern goods delivery line, which is kind of nuts to think about. But that's essentially going to be it set up there. This guy is coming back through the way I thought he would. So we'll keep it purple. That's fine. It's going to be cargo train. Southeastern goods delivery. And we need to grab that guy from here. So you are going to be loading up on goods. You're going to be unloading. You are going to be unloading. And that should be fine. So now all we need is a train. Now all we need is a train. Do I have trains anywhere around here? I do. Okay. So let me go ahead and grab something kind of nice. We don't have electric trains yet, but we do have electrified rails, which is something. What color was that line? I think it was purple. I think it was this color. I guess we'll just go ahead and do, I guess 160. Because the production is pretty good, so we can probably manage it. And southeastern goods delivery. So away it goes, a way to do its thing. I'm actually kind of excited to see if this works out. Although thinking about it, I didn't set up any stations, but I don't need to in Winchester at least. And then down in Yateley, do I need stations? No! I actually don't need stations in either of them, which is perfect. Oh man, Great Yarmouth is about to be really, really freaking busy. It's about to be kind of nuts in here. And I'm absolutely here for it. I am absolutely here for it. I'm kind of excited. I imagine this is going to be a little bit nuts as well. What with the production and whatnot. And then here could honestly be doing better. I gotta be honest, this could be doing a bit better, but this is actually on its way to upgrading again. So that's good. That's kind of what you want. Are my suppliers doing good? They are. Are my consumers doing good? Not really. So Swanley and Ashbourne could both use a little bit more. In terms of transport, anyway. And then Daventry's doing fine. Oh, you're not upgrading anymore. Damn. Do I need more trains? Do I need more train? How are we doing up here? How is my plastic production going? So we still have 164. And we've just had a delivery of grain, so we're probably going to see even more. Huh. Okay, well that's fine. Why is this guy not upgrading? So your production is increasing. I don't know, that's a bit odd. The good news is this guy's gonna fill up though, right? So 160, leaving me 30. And I don't know where the other train is, but they are set up to wait, so they won't head out until they're full. Which is the point, so that's good. Where is the other one? Is that it? That's it. Wait, is it full? I mean, it's gonna be, yeah. Okay, so they are both running full even still, and then you are you using the old, you're using the old wagons. You're a slow, oh, we still have a slow train on here. Oh, that is gonna be hurting us a little bit. Okay, we only have one train in the line, so manage vehicles. Let's replace the entire thing. So it has a capacity of 120. We can absolutely keep that. That's no problem. We'll go for you in that color, I think. Looks terrible, but that's fine. And it was boxcars, right? So it was 120 was the capacity. So it's going to be something like that. So 9 million flat. It's a shorter train, but it's a faster train. So it's not going to be slowing these guys down, which is exactly what we want. And speaking of upgrades, I feel like it's probably worth mentioning that there are still horses running down here in and out of, what is this place? Ashton. Yeah, we probably want to upgrade that. We actually, opening the vehicle statistics panel lags the game quite a bit. But we have some 34-year-old horses running around right now, so we're probably going to want to replace those. You know, I want to see how much we get for 160 bits of plastic coming in here. That's going to be $10 million. Oh my god. Okay, well, I think that's probably going to do good things for production down here. I'm not going to lie. I imagine we're going to see quite a good bit of goods being made. I would certainly hope so anyway. Yeah, production's going up, so that's nice. All right, well, how is it looking over here? We've got this guy coming in, picking up a whole bunch of goods as well. We actually have none waiting to go to the southeast, though, which is a little bit worrying. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually got me kind of concerned that there's none wanting to go to the southeast, because the train for that is it's here. Wait, that's not the southeast train. Where is the southeast train? Hold on a minute. Where? Southeast Goods Delivery. Where are you? So you are here. Yeah, you're on your way back with nothing on board. That's not good. That's not good at all. So production is it's not putting any goods on the southeast line. And I'm not really sure why. Have I set you up wrong? Have I set you up wrong? So no, you pick up goods. You unload. Okay, let's have you wait for a full load, I guess, for like a maximum of 10 minutes. I don't know if that's gonna work out though. I'm actually not too sure what could be up with that. It's definitely a little bit weird. Consumers wise, I mean, Daventry apparently Daventry, Ashbourne, Swanley. But those are just the... So Daventry goods delivery... Hold on a minute. Daventry, Ashbourne, Swanley. So Ashbourne's there. And Swanley is there. So it is detecting those as consumers. And in terms of shipping, so Thatcham is there, but it has 0 transport. Morton Hampstead is there, but has 0 transport. Winchester is there, but has 0 transport. And Yateley is there, but has 0 transport as well. So why is that? Because the goods that we're bringing... Oh, no, it is starting to work. There we go. It's starting to throw some stuff on there. For Winchester. Okay. I guess it might pick up. Might just be a case of those places aren't really too popular, but that's okay. And I guess what we could do... Am I not supposed to have some vehicles in here? Wait a minute. Where are my... Oh, no. You know, I've realized something, and it's that I've put some vehicles... I put some vehicles in the Thatcham line. And I don't know how they're getting to... Hold on a minute. So are you not... You have this line. Where are you? Oh my god. Hold on a minute. So these vehicles have never gotten to Thatcham yet. Because they've had to go... How have they done that? So they've gone from Morton Hampstead, I'm guessing through South Shields, through Darley Dale, through Staunton, through Rothbury, through Elmsmere Port. They're going through Gosport, or whatever it's called. They're going through Huntingdon. They're going to have to go... Wait, hold on a minute. That's a train line. Where are they going from there? Huntingdon, I guess... They can't get to Stow-on-the-Wold from there. Did they have to go through Leek? No, they're not going through Leek. Where the hell are they going? How are they going to do this? So Huntingdon, I guess, through New Haven? And then where from New Haven? Sandy or Brightlingsea? Up to Winchcombe? No way. They're going to have to go through Crediton, Swanley, Epping, down to Wincanton, down to Bletchley, down to... Wait, no, maybe not down to Bletchley. To Bletchley, over that bridge, through Stow-on-the-Wold, down to Thatcham. Oh my god. They've... Oh no. Oh no. That's ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, let's fix that. Let's give them a road so they can... They're still going to be going on a massive journey, but they can at least go sort of this way. And this is going to sort of let them, like... I guess get there a little bit quicker. I would hope this gets them there a little bit quicker. So we'll sort of bring this road to here. And then we'll just take it sort of straight across the tracks into Stow-on-the-Wold. That's... Wow. That's actually kind of impressive. That the game does have a path that they can take. It's just around the entire map. That is something. That is it's ridiculous. That is actually ridiculous. I didn't know that was happening. I genuinely did not know that was happening. So, I don't feel like I need to explain that I didn't know that was happening. I feel like it's probably obvious enough that I wasn't aware that was happening. That's so dumb. That's so dumb. Oh man. Okay. Well, they'll get there eventually and they'll be all right. Who is this? That's our blue train coming in, so that's going to be the Southeastern goods line, which is a good thing. And gonna have plenty to pick up as well, 207, which is fantastic. So that's gonna be plenty of goods heading out. And that makes me think that we should go ahead and do a little something. And that little something is I want to expand the Northwestern line. Now, admittedly, it doesn't stay Northwestern, but I'm gonna expand it. I'm gonna take this risk. So after Stow-on-the-Wold, we want to add a station. And we are going to say it starts heading down to Thatcham. We are going to say, how is that going to work? No, it doesn't do that. We're going to say it heads down to Morton Hampstead. We are going to say it goes to South Shields. And we are going to say it goes to Ashton. Then it comes back out. It's going to go back through South Shields, which is on the wrong platform. Hello, you need to be platform 2 there, please. It is going to go back into Morton Hampstead right there, which I am not 100% sure you are going the right way. You need to be platform number 1, I think. Yeah, and then on the way back, platform number 2. Absolutely. And then it goes back through Thatcham. So it's going to be going here on platform number 1, apparently. That's, yeah, platform number 1. And then it goes back up to good old Stow-on-the-Wold. Okay. That's going to be risky, because that is a line that is the Northwestern line, I think. Yeah, it is making me money, and it's doing pretty good money. Let me add another vehicle to it just to keep the frequency kind of, you know, relatively frequent. And hopefully that'll do good for us. Hopefully we see people actually wanting to use it this time. Now that the towns actually have business, like Morton Hampstead has stuff going on, right? It has things happening, which is more than it maybe had originally. And then Ashton technically also has stuff going on. The things that don't have are, I guess, loops. They don't have any public transport themselves. So I guess that's going to be the next project, is to actually get some public transport onto those towns, or into those towns, I should say. But that's fine. That's totally something we can manage to do. This over here is, now this is good. This is the train. It's going to be waiting for a full load of goods, which honestly is probably going to take a while. It's definitely going to take a while. It's going to take a minute for that to happen. And how are you doing? So you need more steel now, which I'm not really surprised about, to be completely honest. So manage vehicles. Let me just duplicate all of you. We'll go to 44. And that'll probably be fine. That'll help us out a little bit, and that'll hopefully keep the goods production going. These guys are heading out. We're actually over $300 million now, which is great. That's absolutely perfect. The interesting thing with $300 million, of course, is... Wait, did you just drop stuff off? You dropped off people. Okay. Not very many, but you dropped off people. I thought that was a cargo line for a second, but you're the cargo line. So... you're coming in here. I want to see how much you make, to be honest. I'm kind of curious. So, what are you doing? 3.4 million. You dropped off 110. This thing needs to be expanded because it's already losing cargo. So we'll just expand you all the way back because I think we're probably going to need it. I wish I could like shift click to just place a bunch of these very, very quickly, but there we go. That'll be fine. We lost 3 already, but wait, we're losing more? Is it being consumed or what's going on? I don't like that we're losing goods here. I mean, I guess I got the money for it already, but that's still slightly annoying. But whatever, I suppose. What was I getting at? Oh yeah, $300 million it's a lot of money, but honestly, it's not going to go that far. Because once we start getting our hands on things like planes, right? We're going to be spending, I mean, we're already spending like 11 million per train. So if I wanted to massively upgrade my train lines right now, again, then it's going to be, you know, how many trains do I have, for example? So if I look at vehicle statistics, and well, maybe not vehicle statistics, but if I go to line manager and I sort by name, you know, we've got, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 train lines. Yeah, 14 train lines with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 24 trains right there. So 24 trains, you know, each one at 10 million minimum to replace fully. Suddenly we start burning through $300 million quite quickly. And that's nothing compared to the price of aircraft later on. So 300 million is really nice, but it's really not actually all that much. Anyway, I think we're gonna go ahead and leave it there for today. I'm kind of happy with the progress that's been made. We got passenger lines going up and down from these areas again, although admittedly they're running mostly empty into the southern parts of the map again, which is, it's concerning. It's definitely concerning. Shields has a couple of people, which is fine. Ashton has nobody, which is annoying. But it is, you know, hopefully soon gonna have goods coming in here. So hopefully soon it's gonna have good things happening. We also have a massive amount of bricks here. Let's get more vehicles in the St. Blazit line. Let's bring you up to 40 just to try and move more of those. And this guy's doing all right, but I want more bricks for everywhere. So this might be dumb, but we're gonna do this. We're gonna manage vehicles. We're gonna bring you up to 90 in total for that right there, and that should be fine. So that'll get a whole bunch of those moving as well. Honestly, I want to replace everything with trains. I really do. These massive 90 vehicle lines that we have, I want to replace them with trains. It does feel kind of silly now having, you know, lines with 90 vehicles on it when I could just be moving everything by train. I don't know if trains are going to be, I mean, for little distances like this, sure, a bunch of vehicles, but I don't know. I feel like even this, you know, could be a train. Or we just move it so that steel production is further away, then bring the steel in by train as well. I don't know. There's different things we could do. I'll have a think about it and I'll figure it out. But I think for now, like I said, we are going to leave it there for today. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.